Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Coach Craig's Sports. Today is Sunday, July 24th, and this is the MLB DFS video for today. So in today's video, we'll be doing a quick little recap of yesterday's picks, seeing how they turned out, talking about my core picks for the main slate for today is a 9-game main slate overall, and then going over to my article over at WeBetATS.com and talking about my top GPP stacks for today as well. But without further ado, we'll get started with a recap of yesterday's picks. At the pitcher position, we had Brandon Woodruff at $10,300. Got to 49 points yesterday. He was a hit. I believe he is the fourth overall pitcher on yesterday's slate. Only a couple guys that were ahead of him, and two of the ones that were ahead of him had very small ownership, so pretty solid play all together yesterday. Then at first base, we had Nate Lowe at $2,600. Got to 9 points, so I did give him a hit yesterday since he was at that cheaper price tag. Then we had his teammate Josh Smith at $2,300. Unfortunately, only got to 3 points, so I did give him a push yesterday since he was a cheap paydown option, but we were hoping for just a little bit more out of him yesterday. Then in the outfield, we had my boy Austin Slater at $2,300. Got to 12 points, and he was hit yesterday. And then last but not least, we had Mookie Betts at $4,200. 21.7 points is what he got to yesterday, so he was a hit as well. So a pretty solid day all around. There was 4 out of 5 hits. The one lone push in our cheap paydown option in Josh Smith yesterday. But with that being said, we'll get moved over to the core picks for today. So at the pitcher position, we're going to start off with Sonny Gray at $8,400, averaging about 25 fantasy points per game on the season. Obviously, there's been some up and down on the season for him. He's going against the Detroit Tigers today. He has pitched very well against these Detroit hitters in his career. Pitched once against them so far this season. He had 61 points in that outing. If you can get anything close to that for $8,400, that's going to be a great win on the day overall. Detroit's offense is not the best in the world. Sonny Gray does have that high upside potential as well. Then we move down to first baseman with Paul Goldschmidt at $4,200, averaging just under 14 fantasy points per game on the season. He goes against the Cincinnati Reds and Tyler Mahle today. Tyler Mahle is coming off the IL, returning from a shoulder injury. We'll see how effective and how deep he pitches into the game himself. But Paul Goldschmidt has pretty good history versus him with 9 for 26 with 1 home run in his career. So it should be another good day for Paul Goldschmidt once again. Then we're going to move down to shortstop with Xander Bogaerts at $3,100, averaging just over 10 fantasy points per game on the season. Goes against the Toronto Blue Jays and Ross Stripling today. He is 5 for 11 with 1 home run versus Stripling in his career, so definitely could offer some upside there. $3,100, just a little bit of discount on Xander Bogaerts at this point in time as well. Then we move down to the outfield, and we're paying up with Aaron Judge at $4,500, averaging over 15 fantasy points per game on the season. Goes against the Baltimore Orioles today. It's Jordan Lyles pitching, a guy that's liable to blow up on any given start. And Aaron Judge is 3 for 4 with 2 home runs versus him in his career. So definitely a ton of upside there once again today. Then last but not least, we move down to our second outfielder, Max Kepler, at $2,400. Reasonably cheap price tag there, averaging just under 9 fantasy points per game on the season. Goes against the Detroit Tigers today. It's Rony Garcia pitching today. He's coming off the IL. I can't remember off the top of my head what his injury was, but probably not going to pitch too far deep into this game. Not a super effective pitcher prior to his injury as well. So Max Kepler definitely somewhat of interest for me today. 2 for 4 with 1 home run versus Rony Garcia in his career. But with that being said, if you go with these 5 players that I do have listed here, you have $12,400 remaining, exactly $3,100 per player remaining. So if you want to pay up for an option, you could definitely do that. There's still some decent values post All-Star break, kind of like I talked about yesterday. Or if you want to take a little bit more balanced approach, that's definitely fine as well. But with that being said, we'll get moved over to my article over at WeBetATS.com and talk about my top GPP stacks for today. So we're going to start off with the New York Yankees. Already talked a little bit about Jordan Lyles going against Aaron Judge today. Jordan Lyles is, Jordan Lyles at this point in time in his career. He's not a very effective starting pitcher. He's liable to blow up on any given start, and a lot of these Yankees hitters have hit him pretty well in the past. Then we have the Atlanta Braves going against Reed Detmers today. The only Atlanta Brave that's faced him so far in their career is Matt Olson, who is 1 for 2 with a home run versus him. Kind of like we saw yesterday with Patrick Sandoval. Some of these Braves hitters could be in play once again, especially the ones that hit lefties pretty well. Austin Riley. Adam Duvall would have been one, but he got hurt yesterday, so probably not going to mention him today since he's probably not starting. And then we do have the Minnesota Twins going against Rony Garcia coming off the IL. Could be a pretty good spot for them, and some of these Twins hitters have hit him pretty well in the past. And then last but not least, we have the Toronto Blue Jays going against Brian Bayo of the Boston Red Sox. He's only had 2 career starts. Both of them came against the Tampa Bay Rays. Both were not super effective. So should favor a pretty potent Blue Jays offense overall, so have no problem getting back to the Blue Jays once again today. But with that being said, these are my core picks as well as top GPP stacks for today, July 24th. As always, if you have any questions related to MLB DFS, be sure to leave them down in the comments below and I'll get back to you as quickly as possible. Also, be sure to let me know your favorite play on today's slate, whether it's someone from my core 5 picks, whether it's someone from my top GPP stacks, or whether it's a completely different player you guys think I missed. Definitely interested in hearing what you have to say. But with that being said, if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. Definitely would appreciate it. Helps to build the community that we're trying to build here at Coach Craig Sports, which is one that's truly for you, the viewers, helping you with your DFS, mainly MLB at this point in time. But once we get back around to the NFL and NBA regular seasons, I'll be covering those two sports as well. And then with that being said, if you are a newer current subscribers yet to do so, also be sure to hit that notification bell down below. It's going to let you know every single time I post up a new video. Like I've been saying, I post up daily MLB DFS videos just like this. But with that being said, that's all I have for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed. And then last but not least, special shout out to each and every one of you watching today's video. I truly do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. Definitely means a lot to me, and I hope each and every one of you has a great rest of your day.